Now from the north shore of the Allegheny River, we're inside beautiful PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the San Diego Padres and the Pittsburgh Pirates. San Diego come in as losers in their last 9 games. They'll try to prevent that streak from reaching double digits next. Chad Kuhl gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run. We may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Pirela. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, it hasn't been a very good homestand. And Dero, through the first 5 games of this set, 1-4, that's not going to get it done at this level.
Yeah, and have lost in a variety of ways, whether it be on some bad pitching, some mistakes in the middle of the zone, untimely defense, not swinging the bats well. They have to find a way to get this win today.
Over to first is Freese, and there's 1 out. And here's a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting San Diego Padres. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, they definitely need Hosmer to get back on track. He hit over .310 last year, so I think everyone was expecting him to replicate that this year, but it just hasn't been the same going for him so far. Hopefully, he works things out sooner than later.
Digging in now for San Diego, Corey Spangenberg. In prior matchups with Chad Kuhl, small sample, a perfect 1-for-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Not a bad night to bring the parka along. 54 degrees at game time. 1 out, nobody on. Hard ground ball to third. Into left field for a 1-out hit.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
So a runner at first with 1 out now, and standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. He's set, and the pitch. Hit out towards second. Gloved by Harrison. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Clayton Richard will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
At the plate, Josh Harrison. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Dero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
Coming to the plate now, Adam Frazier. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Myers is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Corey Dickerson. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. First offering on its way. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the 2-out hit keeps the inning hot and brings in Josh Bell.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Josh Bell the next to hit. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Guys, the swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight, boy, they are really in need of something to go their way as they come in losers of 9 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to find any way to dig themselves out of this current losing streak, then they're going to have to downshift a little bit. Do the little things right.
And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Pirates leave 1. We are still scoreless. Here's Will Myers. In prior matchups with Chad Kuhl, he's 0 for 5.
Will Myers.
First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
Hard on the ground toward short. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And guys, the things you need to focus on today, you got to watch this team. They have the most errors in the league. You cannot be a successful ball club and kick it around and give this team extra outs. Let's see what happens.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring in the dangerous switch hitter Chase Headley. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Outside ball.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. No score here as we play inning number 2. Driven to right field and deep. Back goes Polanco. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Digging in, Manuel Margot. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped high in the air. Harrison is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's David Freese to stand in. In previous at-bats against Clayton Richard, he's just 2 for 12. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is line to left. Perella has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
So here's how the San Diego Padres are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at infielder Freddie Galvis, a guy who bounced around in the early part of his career, but his glove is his calling card, and he's settled at one of those premium positions up the middle, and look for him to have a big day on defense.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. First offering on its way. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike one. Bottom of the second here with no score. Liner towards second. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single.
Here's Starling Marte. It was an 0 for 4 day for him in yesterday's loss. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
And that's in there. Base hit.
Batting 8th, right fielder.
Here's Gregory Polanco. In previous at-bats against Clayton Richard, 2 hits in 7 tries. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded softly to the right. Reined in. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
Batting 9th, Hector.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Chad Kuhl, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. Spangenberg over to his left. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Pirates strand a couple. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Next to the plate for the Padres, Freddie Galvis. 7, 8, 9. Bottom of the order set to go here in the 3rd. First pitch on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Now a bunt attempt here. Close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
In now is A.J. Ellis. In prior matchups with Chad Kuhl, he's 1 for 2. First offering on its way. Takes this the other way to right. Polanco is right there as he takes it for the 2nd out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Standing in now, Clayton Richard. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Third inning, no score to this point. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And here's Polanco to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Padres down in order. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Ready for another chance? Josh Harrison. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
John Harrison.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Margot is right there, and it's a very quick out number one.
Up next for the Pirates.
Digging in to try it again, Adam Frazier. So far 0 for 1 with a fly out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Spangenberg ranging into the outfield, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Left fielder, number 7, Corey Dickerson.
Riding in once again, Corey Dickerson. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Spangenberg has it on to first, and can you believe it? A 3-pitch inning, and just like that, the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jose Pirela comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
1-1 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Here now the 2-2. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Dickerson arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Pirates' Road to the Show report. Two guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Corey Spangenberg. He reached on a single in his first try. Here's the first pitch to him. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Now the pitch. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. Harrison has it, and there's out number 2.
Now batting, first baseman Eric Hosmer.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in, and Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Here's the first pitch to him. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Digging in the switch hitter, Josh Bell. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and 1 strike. A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
1-1. And it's fouled away. Fly ball out toward left center field. Calling for it, Perella. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So one gone in the inning. That'll bring in the third baseman, David Freese. First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
2-0 count. The pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Margot's under it. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Into the box, Francisco Cervelli, a base hit in his first trip. And the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
0-1. Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
Here's the 0-1. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. Through 4. Still tied. 0-0. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Will Myers is set to lead things off. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Myers awaiting the 1-0. Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2.
2-1.
Here now the 2-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Here's Chase Headley. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a line drive. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of a wind-up ball game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, Debro, but you try to, in between starts, to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch. And he's been out of the windup most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. He connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Marte comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2. Standing in, Freddie Galvis. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Freddie Galvis.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. 2 out with the man at first. Hit on the ground to short. Scooped up. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. 1 left for San Diego. Halfway home, still no score. Striding into the box, Starling Marte. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Starling Marte.
Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. The 1-1 home. High in the air out to center field. Margot's under it. 1 out.
The right fielder, number 25, Gregory Polanco.
Striding in, Gregory Polanco. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Chopped toward the second baseman. Spangenberg is up with it. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone in the home fifth.
The pitcher, number 39, Cool.
Up next for the Buccos, Chad Cool. He flew out in his last at bat. First delivery to him on the way. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Varela moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Ready for another chance. A.J. Ellis. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
A.J. Ellis.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Line to the right side, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
First offering on its way. And now squaring is Richard as he gets the bunt down. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The left fielder, number 2.
The San Diego batting order turns over and set to go. Jose Torella. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips. First pitch coming. Here it is. Missed with a slider. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Line toward the alley in left center, and that'll get down out there. Now a long throw home, and they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Boy, some really good pitching going into the 6th inning in this one. Big RBI base hit to break through. What a pitcher's duel this been.
Yeah, Dan, the pitching's been great, but something I've been focusing on is how great the defenses have been on both sides. To push a run across in the 6th inning, let's get the bullpens fired up.
Into the box now, Corey Spangenberg. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Chopped weakly to the left. There's Harrison for one. On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Josh Harrison stands in. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
First pitch of the at-bat. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Perella on the move. He's there and records the first out. Ready for another shot now, Adam Frazier. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Myers is calling for it, makes the play, and there are two gone now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Corey Dickerson. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. First pitch on its way. High in the air out to center field. Margot's under it. And that ends the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Back here in Pittsburgh, Padres out in front of this one as we come to our game summary for the first 6 innings of play. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in, and guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And the slider just stayed north of the strike zone that time.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
2 balls and a strike now. Line hard toward right center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Well, it's always daunting to know that you've got to deal with the 3, 4, 5 hitters to start out an inning, but even more so when the 3 hitter starts it out with a double.
Yeah, he's going to have to start making some good pitches to get out of this thing. Job number 1 is to get the next guy, and ideally you keep him from advancing the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Here's Will Myers, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. No hits to this point. Dribbled up the line. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman.
So a runner stands at third. 1 man is out. And standing in is the third baseman, Chase Headley. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. The 0-1 takes a high fastball for a strike.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect. but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
And despite being down 0-2, he delivers anyway with a big base hit. Coming in to score is the runner from third, and they've pushed it to 2 here in the 7th.
Boy, I tell you what, that's a big RBI late in the game here. They take a 2-0 lead, D-Row. The way the pitching's been for them tonight, they're sitting at a pretty good spot.
Yeah, Dan, they've gotten great pitching all game long, and all that extra run can do is give you a little bit more confidence. You don't have to pitch with such tension out there, fearful of making one mistake.
In there, the base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Here's the first pitch to him. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Headley over at second. Margot is over at first with 1 away. Grounded up the first baseline. It's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Friars forced to settle for just the 1. Stretch time coming up here in Pittsburgh. The Padres lead it 2-0. Ready once again, Josh Bell.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And now a pitch on the way. Popped him up. Headley shading to his right. He's got it 1 away.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Here's David Freese to stand in. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Margot ranging back, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo home run here off the bat of David Freese. 8th home run on the season for him. As the Bucs have struck for a run, it's now a 2-1 score.
That's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. As he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Counts even at 1-1 to Cervelli. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Here's a high pop-up. Hosmer has a play, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Center fielder number 6.
Riding in once again, Starling Marte. First pitch on its way. swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Margot's on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. One in the inning for the Pirates on the home run. And as the Pittsburgh TV guys like to say, clear the deck. Cannonball coming. 7 complete here tonight. It's the Padres 2 and the Pirates 1. Digging in now for San Diego, A.J. Ellis. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike.
One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Ball 1.
1-1.
High in the air out to center field. Marte's after it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in to try it again, Clayton Richard. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 home. Hit in the air to shallow center. Here comes Marte. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The left fielder, number 2, Jose Perella.
Digging in and looking for more, Jose Perella. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here's the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Padres down in order. They still lead it 2-1. Here's Gregory Polanco. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And it's belted high and deep into right center. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Here comes the Padre manager up out of the dugout heading for the mound. And that is going to be all now for Clayton Richard. So as he departs, he can't lose this ball game, but he is responsible for the runner at second, meaning it'd be a no decision if that run comes across the score. Kirby Yates is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season. Sean Rodriguez will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Sean Rodriguez.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Ready with the 0-1. This one's down to third. On to first by Headley, and there's out number one. Josh Harrison stands in. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
From the belt, the pitch. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Margot facing back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And the throw back in is a wild one. And he's up to third safely now with two gone in the inning.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistimed that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. He pulls this one into right. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And that'll plate the tying run from third as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Stepping in now, Corey Dickerson, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And a dive, but he's back in. And again a throw, runner back safely. Once more a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. The 0-1, and this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Man, that's going to drive the manager insane. He loses control of his release point, and now the go-ahead run moves 90 feet closer to scoring. He's going to have to make some good pitches now to get out of this.
Josh Bell the next to hit. Out in front, but this is skied into straightaway right. Myers is under it. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on a couple of hits. We've played 8 full, and we are tied 2-2. The Steel City at night, seen there from the split of the Ohio River as we welcome you back to PNC Park. Josh Smoker will be on the mound to start the ninth inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half.
Smoker.
So coming to the plate, Corey Spangenberg. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie. First pitch of the at-bat. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0 home is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate. Popped him up. Here comes Dickerson. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. So with his day over now, you get a look at the final pitching line for the Pittsburgh starter. He was great all night long. Next to the plate for the Padres, Eric Hosmer. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
On to first, and there are 2 down.
The right fielder, number 4, Will Myers.
Digging in once again, Will Myers. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Polanco is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. And this game is still tied at 2-2. Up next for the Buccos, David Freese. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
You know, it's funny. I can count on one hand the times I was able to actually go to the plate and think home run and hit a home run. I wish guys would just focus on getting into their rhythm at the dish, trying to hit the ball hard and let the chips fall where they may. When they try and hit home runs, it usually doesn't happen.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Margot ranging back to the track, to the wall. Gone! Santa Maria, game over. So it's a solo shot to dead center. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Everybody wants to be a hero and hit one of those walk-off game-winning home runs. So you know right now when he's getting mobbed by his teammates, he has to feel awfully good.
Well, it was this guy right here, David Freese. What a performance he turned in. He's our top player of the game.
When you walk up to the plate and hit a walk-off tater, you're probably going to be the player of the game. And that was a clutch swing of the bat, and he'll be riding high on that one for a while, I'm sure.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Buccos came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Josh Smoker gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight for the victorious Pirates. 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Padres, 2 runs, 7 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 48 minutes. A reminder that extra T service to the South Hills is available across the bridge at either the Wood Street or Gateway Center stations. 33X West busway buses are also available with service to Carnegie, Bell, Crafton, and Sheridan stations. Also, return trips to Station Square on the Gateway Clipper fleet are available outside the stadium for 1/2 hour after the final pitch.